week. However, Blue Origin intends to use New Glenn rockets to launch lunar landers on future missions for NASA's Artemis program.
Since that rocket was unmanned, nobody was hurt. A setback for President Trump in court a short time ago. A federal judge temporarily blocks that nearly $1.8 billion fund for those who believe they were political targets of the Biden Justice Department. The judge has set up a June 12th hearing on whether to continue to block the so-called anti-weaponization fund that was set up as part of the president dropping his IRS lawsuit over tax return leaks. We're still waiting to see if President Trump signs off on a tentative deal with Iran to extend the ceasefire for 60 days. He tells Laura Trump in an interview that'll air on Fox at 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
We have all the cards because we've defeated them militarily.
Iran wants U.S. sanctions relief as part of the deal and an end to Israel's war on Hezbollah and Lebanon. Also in this possible agreement, the Strait.
Break up with pain and get back to what matters.
The station Delaware and Maryland turns to for local news. Here is another Delmarva News Update here on 92.7 WGMD, WGMD.com, and the WGMD app.
The victim of a bad crash at Georgetown earlier this month has now died of his injuries. Delaware State Police say on May 1st, a Honda Accord was going north on Bethesda Road, north of Avenue of Honor at a high rate of speed. The report says the driver lost control, went off the road, and struck a culvert ditch. After striking the ditch, the car went airborne and struck a utility pole. The driver of the vehicle was thrown out. The report says 18-year-old Pablo Pindea of Georgetown was not wearing a seatbelt. Pindea was rushed to an area hospital, but died of his injuries this past Tuesday. Governor Wes Moore is announcing $3 million in financial help to support small and minority-owned business growth to help make Maryland more competitive. State officials say the funding, which includes loans and equity investments from the Maryland Small Business Development Financing Authority, will help the businesses create 72 new jobs, as well as retaining 28 workers in the state. The Maryland Small Business Development Financing Authority provides various types of financing assistance to small and minority-owned businesses, which can be used for acquiring machinery and equipment, supplies and materials, purchasing real estate, leasehold improvements, and working capital. A Salisbury man has been ordered to serve more than 100 years in state prison for sex crimes committed late last year. Wicomico County Judge Matthew A. Macchiarello sentenced Jacob Price. Price had pleaded guilty back in April to sexual abuse of a child and rape. If Price ever gets out of prison, he will be ordered to be placed under lifetime sexual offender supervision. The judge noted that the child victim was under the age of 10 at the time of the crimes. As always, for these and other stories, check out our website, talkofdelmarva.com. I'm Jared Cirillo.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune in to Wise Money with Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management every Saturday morning at 9. Michael Anderson talks about the latest trends, the latest headlines that could impact your retirement. So again, listen Saturday mornings at 9 to Wise Money with Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management. Michael Anderson, registered investment advisor, is doing business as Anderson Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor.
Listen up, Delmarva anglers. The Talk of Delmarva Fishing Report follows the 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and 4 p.m. local news and sports all throughout the week. Veteran fishing reporter, broadcaster, and local salt Eric Burnley tells us what's biting, where, and on what.
The Talk of Delmarva Fishing Report is brought to you by Complete Tree Care, licensed and insured. Request an estimate at CompleteTreeCareDE.com.
Now, it's time for the Talk of Delmarva Fishing Report featuring Eric Burnley.
Thursday had reasonably decent weather, and for the first time in a long time, fish were caught pretty much everywhere. Smith Bait and Lipstick said black drum were caught at the coral beds on peeler crab. Dan at Dan's Tackle told us the Vodkill Beach crew has been busy catching black drum and bluefish with the occasional striped bass, clams and sand fleas for the stripers, and drum with cut mullet for the blues. Old Inlet Bait and Tackle reported stripers caught early in the morning on bucktails and plugs, with blues taken on metal lures. Hook'em and Cook'em said they recorded a 34-pound golden tilefish, along with others not quite as big. There were also good numbers of black sea bass on private and charter boats. 3 flounder were recorded. This is Eric Burnley with your Talk of Delmarva Fishing Report.
Broadcasting from the Meineke Car Care Center studio. It's your News Talk America on 92.7 WGMD. The Talk of Delmarva.
Okay, it only gets better from here. Hour number 2. We talked about energy and politics to set the foundation for a free society. But now we have, like I mentioned at my introduction, we've got Nick Cook, who 25 years ago, he wrote a about energy and politics to set the foundation for a free society. But now we have, like I mentioned at my introduction, we've got Nick Cook, who 25 years ago, he wrote a So we've had a little bit of a technical issue. We're getting it worked out right now. I'm going to come back to you in just a second with Nick Cook. But for right now, we will go to a 1-minute break, and then we'll be right back on the Meineke Car Care Center hotline. Get your questions ready, and we'll get this stuff sorted out. The second with Nick Cook.
In Berlin is open to help struggling members of the Worcester County community.
Guys, I can't do that.
The food pantry includes
I'm hearing
healthy,
me
shelf-stable
10
foods,
seconds after
resource
I've
guides
heard
for additional help
I
in
can't
the
do that.
community, access to hygiene and clothing
That's not
pantries,
fair.
and more. The Healthy Little Food Pantry will be open 24/7 behind the Worcester Youth and Family Counseling Services, facing West Street in Berlin. For information, go to the community calendar under the Extras tab at thetalkofdelmarva.com.
Registration is open for the first annual Tunnel to Towers Delmarva Northern Delaware 5K Run and Walk.
That's why I was worried we were getting 2 fish reports at the same time. I was hearing 2 feeds of the same radio
This event
thing.
will honor and celebrate first responders.
Sorry, Nick,
as well
we'll be
as
right.
military
We're gonna get
service
this
heroes,
straight.
Gold
No
Star
problem.
spouses and families, and our veterans from Delmarva and across the country. To register or for more information, go to the community calendar under the Extras tab at thetalkofdelmarva.com.
Delmarva's news, talk, and sports station. 92.7 and 98.5 is live and local weekdays with Mike Bradley and the WGMD morning team from 5 until 9. Jake Smith and Your News Talk America from 9 a.m. until noon. And MJ Powell with Your Turn Delmarva from 3 until 6. 10 hours of live and local hosts. Only here on the Talk of Delmarva. 92.7 and 98.5 WGMD.
The first 52 words of the U.S. Constitution introduces everything that is to follow in 7 articles and 27 amendments. They are intended to guarantee certain basic rights for American citizens. The 3 most important words are we the people. But do you think that our government has met our needs through the Constitution? If you're not sure, learn about the Convention of States movement to bring a strong, engaged army of self-governing people. Learn more at the community calendar under the Extras tab at talkofdelmarva.com.
Here's a look at your Delmarva forecast. Bright sunshine today with daytime highs approaching 77. Winds out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight. Lows level off around 61. High temperatures reach up to 73 tomorrow. Mainly sunny skies. Daytime highs approaching 72 Sunday under clear skies. 77 Monday. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley from the Talk of Delmarva Weather Center along the coast. Right now, 66.
This is Buck Sexton. The Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show now airs noon to 3 weekdays on WGMD's 92.7, The Talk of Delmarva.
Your KFC weekend weather update. Clouds and sunshine. Saturday high in the upper 60s to low 70s. And on Sunday, sunshine high again in the low 70s.
Get ready to cruise into the summer with Bell House Medical's top-of-the-line Pride Mobility scooters. Visit our store in tax-free Lewis, Delaware, where we offer a wide range of models with no hidden fees. Unlike those tricky websites, don't let mobility challenges stop you from making the most of this season. We'll help you find the perfect scooter for you. Give us a call at 302-644-4404 and let's ride into the sunshine together. Bell House Medical, your mobility partner.
For over 18 years, the Surf and Crab in Lewis has been serving up the best in all-you-can-eat crabs and much more. Come hungry for fresh seafood, cold drinks, and beach vibes that locals love. Call the Surf and Crab at 302-644-4448.
Views and opinions expressed are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not necessarily the staff, management, ownership, advertisers, or sponsors of WGMD.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor, with someone saying,
"We take care of each other here."
In food banks and food pantries, neighbors pack fresh food and dignity into every box, moving food from farms to families through Feeding America's nationwide network. So when that box reaches a home, it carries more than food. It carries a promise that together we can end hunger. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
With warmer weather, remember to be aware and to share the road with motorcyclists. May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Both motorcyclists and motorists need to be aware of their surroundings. Check your blind spots and mirrors and use turn signals. Distractions during driving could mean the difference between seeing a motorcyclist or not. Don't let one text change anyone's life forever. Riders also need to take precautions. Take a defensive driving course, wear protective gear, and keep your bike in its best working condition. Also be aware of any road hazards and dangerous weather conditions. For more, go to the Community Outreach under the Extras tab at talkofdelmarva.com.
Have you ever wanted to drive your personal vehicle on the
Monster Mile in Dover? Take part in Laps for Charity events August 1st or September 27th, and you'll have your chance. You'll drive 5 circuits around the famous 1-mile high-banked concrete oval behind a Dover track vehicle. The cost is $75 per vehicle, or opt for a VIP session for 8 laps individually behind a track vehicle for $125. Don't want to drive? Sit shotgun in the pace car for $50. For information, go to the community calendar under the Extras tab at thetalkofdelmarva.com.
This is the Sean Hannity Show.
We have to defy historical trends to win this midterm election. Do not listen to those that say it can't happen. It can. It can if all of you engage. It can if you care enough. And for those that want to distract you and fight amongst themselves, ignore them. They're just making noise and they're not contributing anything.
The Sean Hannity Show.